Hey guys! Fast food is everywhere. It's quick, cheap, and tasty sometimes. But is it really worth it? Today we'll be diving into the real effects fast food has on our bodies, our brains, and even the environment. I'll also be showing you how something as simple as cooking at home can be one of the best choices you'll ever make. Let's start off with something most of us already know. Fast food isn't exactly the healthiest thing to eat. According to Dr. Eric Berg, fast food is loaded with hidden sugars, trans fats, and artificial additives. These ingredients aren't just unhealthy, they're designed to be addictive. Another study by Sahar Kamal also found that people who eat fast food regularly are more likely to suffer from obesity, heart disease, and even depression. And it's not just your heart. According to a TED Ed lesson by Mia Nakamura, fast food can actually affect your brain. Too much sugar and unhealthy fats can damage memory, reduce focus, and even shrink brain volume over time.
Oh my.
So why do we still eat fast food? Simple. It's cheap, convenient, and almost always readily available for us to go out and get to eat. But what we often save in time, we lose in our long-term health. Let's talk about home cooking. According to Susanna Mills and team, people who cook more at home eat healthier and weigh less. They avoid added sugars and processed fats and eat more fruits and vegetables overall. Cooking at home is also better for the environment. Christina Todini points out that it produces less waste, uses less energy, and supports local farmers, especially when you shop smart. I also had the chance of interviewing our local dietitian here in Jacksonville at Memorial Hospital, Karen Seibert, and I asked her a couple of questions, and here are a few of the questions and answers that I asked. So first, I asked her how can cooking at home help with specific health goals like weight loss or managing diabetes. And she said, when people eat and prepare food at home, they usually eat a more balanced diet that includes all the food groups. Next, I asked her how does home cooking impact long-term health compared to eating fast food regularly. She said fast food is higher in fat, sugar, and sodium, which may increase the risk of heart disease and diabetes. The third question I asked is what role do processed ingredients play in fast food versus home cooking? She said almost every fast food item is processed, while home cooking may include some processed, easy to prepare foods and some less processed foods like fruits, vegetables? I was about to say vegetarians, vegetables, and dairy. Fourth question I asked, what are the main nutritional differences between home cooked meals and fast food meals? She said fast food is higher in sodium, fat, saturated fat, and overall calories. The fifth question I asked were what are some easy swaps to make home-cooked meals better and healthier than fast food options? She said buy a rotisserie chicken, get a bag of frozen veggies, have a glass of milk, apple slices, and whole grain bread. And the last question I asked is what advice do you have for someone new to cooking but wants to eat healthier at home? She said to watch YouTube videos and learn how to cook, plan meals ahead of time, and maybe include 1 to 2 fast food meals per week. Add dairy and fruit for snacks. That is it.
Hi!
Hello everybody. So this is going to be the cooking portion where I show you guys an easy home cooked meal to do. And I'm going to be doing, sorry I have an echo. But I'm going to be doing shrimp Alfredo pasta, and this is my own recipe, so please feel free to try it out at home. And I think I'm going to go into a voiceover portion for the cooking part. So yeah. So the first thing that you're going to need is your shrimp. I just have a regular large bag. Then you're going to need some tomato powder, paprika, garlic powder, black pepper, ground cinnamon, and salt. Now we need some evaporated milk, Nestle cream, mushrooms, cream of mushroom, and Parmesan cheese. So first I rinse my shrimp, and after I rinse my shrimp, that is when I want to pat dry them and start seasoning them. So here I'm just putting in all the seasoning that I showed you earlier, and I don't really measure anything, I just kind of do it by eye. And now I'm just mixing it with a wooden spoon because mixing it with your hands can be kind of messy. This is what it should look like. Here I'm just pan frying it. Shrimp usually take about 2 to 3 minutes to cook. You could do 1 minute on each side, but I just cook it until it starts to crust up and get a little crispy from the seasoning kind of like burning a little, I guess. This is what it should look like. And now I am struggling to get the butter in the pan. You can see the crust I was talking about from the shrimp. And you're just gonna want, I don't know, about a tablespoon of butter in your pan. After I let the butter melt, I put in my garlic and my onion chopped up. So usually I put some sort of wine in here, but I kind of don't want to open a new wine bottle right now. So we're just not gonna do that. Here I'm pouring in the evaporated milk, the Nestle cream, the cream of mushroom, the canned mushrooms, and letting that simmer and kind of come to like, not a boil, but just letting it simmer, I guess. I'll be back. This is what it should look like all mixed together. Here I'm just seasoning with everything that I seasoned the shrimp with, except for the cinnamon. I do not put cinnamon in the sauce. This is what that should look like, and here I'm adding the cheese, and accidentally add the entire bag, but I mean, there is never too much cheese, right? Then I just add some parsley flakes, and it's now time to add my shrimp in, and I just kind of fold the sauce over the shrimp and get it all incorporated. Now we're just gonna drain our pasta. And here is what it should look like all mixed together.
Anyways, this is how you make an easy meal at home. It only took me about 50 minutes, but that also includes me struggling to film everything. So yeah.
It's not always easy. Some people don't have the time, the tools, the money, or the skills to cook every single day. But even one single home-cooked meal a week can make the biggest difference in your body, your health, and the environment. Start simple. Start small.